everybody might know out there it's uncomfortable to talk politics at the dinner table. Some people might even say it's dangerous to talk politics in front of the in-laws. But what about talking politics in the office? That's a question more companies are taking on after crypto exchange Coinbase set the precedent of saying no politics in the office, saying that it detracts from what the business is trying to focus in on. And we saw productivity software maker Basecamp come out and echo that sentiment in a new policy that they shared with employees. The CEO of Basecamp, Jason Fried, explained the new policy in a blog post, saying that you shouldn't have to wonder if staying out of it means you're complicit or wading into it means you're a target. These are difficult enough waters to navigate in life, but significantly more so at work. It's becoming too much. It's a major distraction. It saps our energy and redirects our dialogue towards dark places. It's not healthy. It hasn't served us well. And Emily, it flies in the face of what we've seen from a lot of companies out here with corporate activism, CEOs and leaders of these companies saying what's right and wrong. But interesting to see this break from that trend and say, you're just not going to touch it.
That's right, Zach. And really interesting to see just the reaction to this announcement from Basecamp, sort of a mixture here of criticism as well as praise that's similar to what we saw after Coinbase made that same or similar announcement last fall. But we should note that when Coinbase made that announcement, they actually did see quite a few staff members. I think New York Times had it in the dozens who actually left the company because of that decision. And I think there are just so many questions that this policy actually leaves on the table here for its workers. I mean, what actually constitutes a political conversation, I think, is the big one, because, nowadays, of course, in this extremely polarized environment, it seems like almost anything can take on a political angle. And of course, with social justice being such at the forefront of so many workers' minds as well, is that going to be actually curbing some of the speech abilities, what they can actually say at the workplace? So I think Basecamp has definitely made a controversial move here. Of course, Coinbase CEO did praise the move. No surprise there, since they had taken a similar action. But we'll see whether this actually gains more traction from some other major publicly traded companies, Zach.
Yeah, I feel like it's one thing for the CEO to be saying things. It's another for the workers. It's also one thing to be saying no politics in the workplace and for others to be encouraging it. But to come out and say no politics in the workplace depends on the company. And to be fair, a distraction is a distraction, whether or not it's good or bad. I think maybe you can make that argument. I'm not sure if I want to be the one to make that argument. But we'll see what happens. It can't really take it away from them if you say, hey, look, we're here to work. I want you to work. But I don't know.